you ever wondered why some coaches and speakers seem to stay stuck in this financial rut while others tend to be successful? What's the difference? What's the common factor? I'm going to solve this problem hopefully once and for all in this video because I want to unpack for you something that I started doing a couple years ago that was a game changer. Now, this is one of many scaling models for writers, speakers, teachers, and coaches that I want to share with you today. I call it the price pyramid income method. Now, this has nothing to do with a pyramid scheme, and this is not recruiting friends and family. This is simply a model that solves a big problem most speakers, coaches have, and that is this. They make one offer, and that's where they end it. And what I mean by that is there's an important marketing principle I learned several years ago that was a game changer for me, and this was the game-changing idea. There will always be a percentage of people who would buy more from you if you made it available to them. So anytime we are making an offer, you have to be thinking, what's the next thing? What is the next problem I can help solve? And that's where this price pyramid scaling method comes into play. Now, the reason why we're using a pyramid is because the different levels of the pyramid kind of represent levels of income. So one way to look at it is that the cost is less and it moves up. It's higher in cost. Therefore, fewer people ascend, but you still make more money. So for example, this lower tier is going to be a little bit lower in price, all the way up to your higher high ticket offer. Now, there are some important parts of the strategy that have worked really well. The first one is the very bottom tier here called a paid virtual workshop. I discovered a couple years ago, I've been doing this for a while now, and I discovered that webinars were getting worn out. Now, it doesn't mean that they don't work anymore, but I think in some industries, like in the online marketing space, people tend to feel like the gig is up, right? You're gonna make me come to this webinar. I'm gonna sit here for 90 minutes. It's gonna be one long sales presentation. You're gonna talk around the topic, and then you're gonna give me the offer. And some people are frustrated by that, and we've seen effectiveness go down. So I decided to flip it on its head. And what I started doing back in 2022 is I did something really simple. I started charging to attend the workshop. Now, you do not have to charge a lot. I tend to go anywhere from $15 to $95 for a workshop. And what that does is two fundamentally things happen. Number one, it's a different type of offer because the person is paying to attend, so they don't see it as just a sales presentation. They're wanting to get value, which brings me to number two. You need to have value in that actual workshop. Lay it out. Even if you are laying out the why and the what and the strategy, and then what that's going to do by really giving the value is it's going to create a gap. They're going to have a gap between where they are and where they want to be. And there's some frustration in that gap because now they have the knowledge, but they've never done this before. They don't know how to apply it to themselves. And that's where the magic comes in. At the end of the workshop, I will present an implementation offer. Now, implementation offer is perfect for solving the gap. So what I simply do at the end of that paid workshop, and by the way, back up here for a second, I'll give you an example of one I just recently did. I charged only $25. We had 100 people sign up for it, and I was able to bring in $2,500 just to teach the topic. So before I made any other offer in my business, I'd already brought in $2,500 just to do the webinar. Most people are trying to get people to show up to a free webinar and value it so that they can pitch them and hopefully make money on the back end. I flipped it on its head because now I am making money to actually teach the content ahead of time. And by the way, if you're enjoying this, then let me know. Hit the like button or even subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified the next time a new video drops. All right, let's get back into the strategy. Now I want you to fundamentally understand that you get to get paid to teach on Zoom. That is what this level is doing for me in my business. So you could run this play monthly, you could run this play quarterly, and man, that's fun, right? Getting paid $2,500 to teach for an hour or two online. Not a lot of expenses involved. That's a great strategy by itself. But how do we maximize it? It goes back to the implementation offer, like I mentioned. So the implementation offer is, what is something that I could offer that would allow someone to really implement what they just learned? Either have accountability, work with a community, get feedback, get some more mentoring on how to apply it personally to them. And that's where a 4-week group coaching program falls in play. So it's a very simple putting out your hand and giving the next opportunity. It's not a hard sell. It's simply like this. So picture 100 people are watching the workshop, and at the end I could say, hey, tell me your takeaways. What were your breakthroughs? What did you get out of this? And then say, now I've got something exciting to share. For the next 4 weeks, I'm going to work with a small group of people, less than 20 people or 10 people, however you want to frame it. I'm going to work with 20 people, and we're going to go deep on this, and we're actually going to implement it in your business. And here are my goals for you by the end of this 4 weeks. You're going to have this and this done, right? That's the after state that you are sharing with them, so that they really get clear on what the goals are if they join this boot camp. And so it is solving the next problem for them, is they've got the knowledge, but they've never done it before. How would you like a guide and a community walk you through it? And we have yet to do a workshop where we didn't fill up our boot camp. It happens every time. And then when you get to the end of the 4-week coaching program, that leads us to the top tier. But before I jump into that, if you want to go deeper on this strategy plus 4 other income scaling models, it's in my brand new book, Scale Your Income. You can find it over on Amazon. It's available in Kindle, paperback, audiobook, and there's even a companion workbook that has exercises that you can purchase along with that. So check that out if you want to go deeper on this topic. All right. So what do we do when we get to the end of that 4 weeks? When we're at the end of the 4 weeks, now we're going to do what? We're going to extend an additional opportunity. Again, we are pulling our audience towards us as opposed to pushing sales onto people. And by pulling them towards us, they are experiencing results, change, progress, and they want more of it. And so hopefully, if you do your bootcamp correctly, people are going to say, man, I want to have this experience all the time. And that's where my coaching membership comes in. Now, the coaching membership is a higher level membership. So think it involves coaching as well as courses and a community. Those are the 3 C's of what it involves. And this can be anywhere from, let's say, $200 to $1,000 plus per month. So it is a next level commitment, whereas the boot camp may range from $200 to $1,000 just for the 4-week experience. This is an opportunity for them to move up either monthly, or they could pay something in terms of $2,000 to $10,000 annually if you wanted to work it that way. So what you do at the end of this 4-week is you say, hey, I've got a few options open or slots open in my year-round coaching program. How would you like to continue the progress? Look at how much you got done in 1 month. What could you get done in another year if you had the community, the courses, and the coaching and mentoring? And we have people who ascend every time up into our coaching membership. Listen, this is a fun model. It's a simple model, but it is so effective. What I do in my business is I simply run it 4 times a year. So Every 90 days, I am running a paid virtual workshop. Now, the beauty of this model too is that you introduce new topic, new segment of your audience. One workshop might be, hey, I'm going to help authors write their books. Here's my book writing system. How would you like to join the Bootcamp and actually get to work on your book? How would you like my help with joining the coaching membership? We'll help you go all the way through launching your book, setting up a book funnel, getting out on podcasts, and really turning this into a business. That is how the progress works. But maybe the next quarter, I decide I'm going to do one on starting a YouTube channel. So I get people who are interested in that. And so every quarter in my business, I'm testing out a new segment, a new topic, a new idea. This is something that you can do as well. And this is a simple model that you as a speaker, as an aspiring coach can use. Now, what if you say, Jonathan, I don't have a coaching membership. What do I do here? Because these other two are very organic, whereas the coaching membership is something that I built and I already have in place and I have people in it, right? You can simply offer one-on-one coaching. That can be the thing that you promote. And what you do is at the end of your 4-week group coaching experience, you say, hey, I've got 5 slots open for ongoing one-on-one coaching. And here's what you need to do. Get on my calendar or apply, book a call, or just go sign up here. It's available for the first 5 people. And then you pull people out of your boot camp. Hopefully you've got 20 in there, that 5 of them, or however many you want to work with, ascend into working with you one-on-one. And so the beauty of this model, the paid virtual workshop, the group coaching, and the one-on-one, is all of this can be sold before it's created. Think about that. That's the bonus here. When I start promoting my paid virtual workshop, I've not created the slides yet. I am just saying, I'm doing the topic. Here's what I'm going to teach. Do you want to purchase? When enough people are purchasing, okay, I'm going to do it. Let's go set it up. And then you could do the same with the 4-week group coaching. It's something you're starting purely from scratch, very grassroots, and it could also kick off your own one-on-one coaching program. What do you think? Do you enjoy this type of content? Again, I've got way more for you inside the book, Scale Your Income, book 5 in the series. But also, if you want to learn more, I actually did a separate video on all 12 income streams that I talk about in this book, and you can go watch that video right over here. Go check it out, and we'll see you over there.